I have a question for you. Do you know who you are? Like, do you know who you are? Have you ever allowed yourself to 100% know who you are? Or do you hide a lot of that because you want to be who you think other people want you to be? Have you ever noticed that when you're around certain people, you act a certain way? Why is that? Do we act that way because we think that's the way that person wants us to be? Do we create who we are so that we could fit in and be liked by certain people, by certain groups? Because I can tell you that I used to be this person around my parents, this person, different person around my colleagues, this kind of different person around my kids. And I was a whole bunch of different people. And we are, for most cases, most people aren't really them. They're somebody they think somebody else wants them to be. And for what reason? Why? So we cut off parts of ourselves to fit into this reality that we have created. And we've never really stopped to ask, what do I want? And for what reason would you want to be a certain way so certain people would like you? Wouldn't it feel way more light and more fun if people just liked you and you hung around the people that like to be around you because they enjoyed being around the you that you really were? You could just be you. You could say what you wanted and do what you wanted, and it would feel so light and fun and fantastic. And the people that chose to be around you were being around you because they liked that about you. So why do we do that? We've been raised to believe that we all have to be a certain way and we have to live in this little bubble and that mediocre is the only way. People were not raised to be different and to do things outside the norm because that's just the way it is. But it doesn't have to be that way. And so I invite you to start calling yourself on the lies you tell yourself. We all do it. And for what reason? It really serves no purpose. So if you find yourself saying, but this, I really would like to do this, but stop yourself. That's a lie. You're now going into storytelling mode. I want to do this, but people wouldn't like that, or I don't have any money, or they're all lies. None of it's real. So instead of going into a conclusion and a justification, why not just ask a question? Why not just, for the moment, just be like, what do I want right now? Truth, if this was my last day here on earth, what would I choose? And it doesn't have to be a thing. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I would go here, go there, or I would eat this or that. But what if it was just a way of being, an energy, like the way you just were? Like, I am lightness. I am fun. I would just choose fun for the day and every 10 seconds. And then just, don't look for an answer and what would I like? Just start asking yourself some questions. What would be fun for me to do today? What would be something I never imagined I could do, that if I could do it, I could have the most fun and adventurous day? And then just sit in that energy and let it become, and then notice the subtle signs along the way. Don't be like, yeah, I would do that, but yeah. It's like, okay, this is showing up in my life. what can I do with it? Don't go into whys, don't go into buts. Just be aware. Even if you're not sure, just be like, okay, well, this could be something. And just start doing that every day. What have you got to lose? We've got one life to live in this body, in this time, on this earth as it is right now. So for what reason would we choose to be who we think, which is also a lie, that someone wants us to be? Because you get together with people because you like that person and they like you, or you decide to be friends with a person because of the way they are, and then we go into our heads and we decide, oh, but they would probably like it if I was like this or did that. Such a lie. So I just invite you today to be you in every way, and just start calling yourself on the bullshit lies you tell yourself why you can't be a certain way. Like, you can, and I dare you. Think about it. That's all I ask.